Hello students, this is the last part of unit 3rd, industry based on plant product, that is biofuel. So a question on that point, that is write note on biofuels or what are biofuels, explain the process of biofuel production from Jatopa. So before starting you have to know about the fuel. So fuel, in that two types of fuel. One is the conventional fuel and non-conventional fuel. In conventional fuel, it is not a renewable fuel, or it is mostly organic or fossil fuel like petrol, diesel, fossil, coal, and it causes the more pollutions. And its examples are hydroelectrical energy and thermal energy. So, as you know, you have to know about this conventional fuels like petrols or diesels. They are the well-known examples of the conventional fuel, and they have created more pollutions, and they will be renewable. And the non-conventional fuels are renewable in form, and they can mostly developed by the green plant, and they are causes very less pollutions. Its examples are the solar energy, wind energy, and tidal energy, and biofuels. So these biofuels are the non-conventional fuel. So definition of these biofuels are the use of plants and or plant parts for productions of the energy. So this biofuel is mostly called as the green energy. जो biofuel का with the help of plants or plant materials or plant parts, the production of energy takes place, and that is known as the biofuel, or which is also called as the green energy. And this is in the renewable forms of the energy which causes very least pollutions. So there are different types of biofuels. The first one is the bioethanol. Bioethanol, which is alcohol biofuel, and these are mostly carbohydrates produced in sugars or starch groups. And for example, sugar cane, sweet sorghum, of these carbohydrates will produce as the bioethanol. In United States or in or Brazil countries, on that countries, large scales of bioethanol is produced by the carbohydrate uh, basis plants like sugarcane or sweet sorghum. So, in case of the sugarcane plant, how the alcohol fuel is produced. So, for bioethanol production, after extraction of sugar, the sugarcane juice, the remaining part known as the molasses. So, from these molasses, it will be fermented with the yeast, and they will be produces the alcohol. जो हम शुगर फैक्ट्रीज देखते हैं वहाँ पे जो शुगर केन से जूस निकालते, जूस से शुगर बनाते, और जो रिमेनिंग पार्ट रहता है दैट इज़ मोलेसिस, मोलेसिस का फर्मेंटेशन इस सेल्स से किया जाता है, और उससे बायोइथेनॉल का प्रोडक्शन होता है. And this will be also used as a gasohol and in the for the alterations of the petroleum. Then also the carbohydrate rich plants are the various cereals or tuber plants. They are also treated by the yeast cells, and by the fermentations the alcohol will be formed, and this will be used for the, or it will be mixed with the petrols, and they can be used. Then second biofuel example is the biodiesel. These biodiesels will be produced from the oils or fat using ट्रांसहिस्टरिफिकेशन एंड इज टू मोस्ट कॉमन बायोफ्यूल्स इन यूरोप। जो यूरोप कंट्रीज़ है वहाँ पे बायोडीजल का बहुत सारा यूज़ किया जाता है। जो ऑयल्स और फैट कंटेंट्स प्लांट्स है उसमें ट्रांसहिस्टरिफिकेशन प्रोसेस किया जाता है और उससे बायोडीजल प्रिपेयर किया जाता है। Then it is also the hydrocarbons from vehicles. The the plants which are used for the production of biodiesels are the vegetable oil plants, then rapeseeds, jatropha, mustard, sunflower, or some algae are used in biodiesel productions. Then third type is the biogas. So biogas is nothing but the methane gas. So it will be produced by the aerobic or anaerobic fermentations. जो एग्रीकल्चर गार्बेज और सिविल गार्बेज रहता है उसमें से बायोफ्यूल प्रोड्यूस किया जाता है। एंड द रिमेनिंग पार्ट आफ्टर द फर्मेंटेशन द जो रिमेनिंग पार्ट रहता है वो एज अ मैन्योर हम यूज कर सकते हैं। Then fourth biofuel form is the algal biofuel. These algal biofuel are formed with the help of by using the different algae and prepared fuel as a biodiesel, methanol, alcohol, or butanols. Or the biofuel obtained from algae, which is also known as the bio oil. The growth of this algae is 100 times faster than other plants. That's why this algal biomass can be produced faster than the land plants, and you can got the in minimum period we can got the large number of biofuel by using these algal or algal plants. देन रेजिन बायोफ्यूल्स जो प्लांट्स के अंदर जो रेजिन्स एज अ सेकेंडरी मेटाबोलाइट्स प्रेजेंट रहते हैं उससे हम बायोफ्यूल्स बना सकते हैं। सो फॉर एग्जांपल जो यूफोरबिया plants, these euphorbia plants contain large amount of whitish milky latex. So through this latex is also which known as the resins. These resins are chemically long chains of hydrocarbons. So this long chain of hydrocarbons resins is converted into the small chain of hydrocarbons, and that is known as the alcohols or diesels or petrols. जो जो लैटेक्स और जो रेजिन्स में जो उसमें लॉन्ग चेन हाइड्रोकार्बन्स प्रेजेंट थे, यदि converted this long chain into the short chain of hydrocarbons we can got the alcohol, diesels or petrols. So in presently this euphorbia plant, surprisingly it contains about 30% of this resins. So it is a rich source of the productions of resin biofuels. Then from the jatropha plants, how the biofuel is produced. So the jatropha, it is very high alternate uh, or alternations or possibility for biofuel productions. So these or in recently these jatropha plants are mostly they plays very important role in productions of biodiesel or eco-friendly fuel, biodegradable or renewable or non-toxic in nature. So the jatropha species are very extensive plantations or it is on degraded waste plants throughout the world. But due to the jatropha cultivation, we can yield about 2 tons of the nuts from the per hectares. So yield of this plant is very high. So from the nuts or seeds of the jatropha plants, we can got the raw oil, and this oil, from these seeds we can extracted the oils. The oil cakes will be used as biofertilizers, and oil, after this oil will be processed for transistorification, so we can got the uh, from the raw oil we can get the biodiesels. This and also we can got the different byproducts like glycerols, and which is also have good values in markets. So these biodiesels from the jatropha uh, will directly or mixed with petroleum diesels, and then it will be helpful to the humankind. So from the jatropha seeds, we can get up to the 35%, 30 to 35% to 40% of the oils. Jatropha seeds में जो oil content है, it will be also high oil content, that is 35 to 40% oils in there, and the remaining parts are used as the oil cake. So it is a very rich source for the productions of biodiesels. And then what are the benefits of jatropha? So jatropha, it is low cost of the seeds, then they have grow under the very low to high rainfall and good or poor soil. So we can easily grown these plants. uh, we can easily grow the jatropha plants, and that will be ultimately helpful for the productions of the biofuel. So this is about the biofuel, and the last point of your unit third. The remaining part of remaining uh, unit second, that will be discussed from the next videos.